Greetings once again, and welcome to my new calculus channel. My name is John Gabriel. So, I would like to talk about how billionaires are ruining your life and your children's life. So, I'm thinking of the billionaires who own sites like Reddit, Quora, Google, and all those mainstream calculus and math sites. So, how they're ruining your lives? Well, their garbage is programmed into your AIs, into your chatbots. Okay. So, let's see what happens if I ask a simple question to a chatbot like Gemini. Now, I said, who said the fundamental theorem of calculus is derived in one step from the mean value theorem? It gets the first part correct. It says that I said it and that it changes the way calculus should be taught, which is true. And then it says the traditional proofs of the fundamental theorem use the mean value theorem, but they are not typically presented as a single step derivation. Well, there's a good reason for that. They didn't understand the mean value theorem. And I'll show you how simple it was for them to see this. But you see, mainstream academics are drowned in, and the odd part is it quotes, presents one of my videos, okay, which is good because it gives people a chance to see that I said it. So the reason they don't understand is that they their IQs are just slightly higher than that of chimpanzees. I'm talking about people like Professor Jack Hazinger, who's an ex-Harvard alumnus, Gilbert Strang, that idiot from MIT, Terence Tao, that baboon from UCLA, who fiddled with prime number digits recurring or repeating themselves. Anyway, those idiots didn't see this, okay? Neither did Cauchy, neither did Newton, nor Leibniz, or anything. So then I said, indeed, the traditional proofs are not proofs, and they focus on unremarkable aspects of the theorem, okay? And then, of course, Gemini comes back and says that blah, 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 my perspective is highly unorthodox and controversial within the mathematical community. It's been widely debated and largely dismissed. Actually, it hasn't been widely debated. It may have been dismissed, but not by mathematicians. It may have been dismissed by mathematicians, okay? In other words, the frauds who are part of the formalist cabal known as mainstream math academia. And then it says, who contend that his foundational axioms are flawed. Well, that's absolute bullshit because, first of all, I don't accept axioms in mathematics. Axioms are totally unnecessary. That is a lie that has been propagated by idiots, the likes of Wittgenstein, Hilbert, and all those morons, okay, Russell, etc. And it says, my proofs contain logical errors, which is totally false. Obviously, this garbage, by the way, and again, the funny part is that it quotes one of my videos, which is a good thing. This garbage that is reported by Gemini comes from sources such as Quora and Wikipedia and Reddit, that big shit pile Reddit, which Google paid, I think, over 60 million to use train their data for pre-training Gemini. So let me show you very quickly why indeed what I'm saying is true. And just to give you a little recap, because most of you never understood this even when it was presented to you in university or high school, and I'll show you what it says. So it says that f prime of c is equal to f of x plus h minus f of x over h, okay? Now, I say that if you multiply both sides by h, like that, that's your fundamental theorem, okay? Isn't that neat? That means that this, which is also expressible generally as f prime of x plus q of xh, this here is the arithmetic mean of all the y ordinates of f prime of x over the interval x to x plus h. Okay, so that means that this is equal to this, which is equal to the integral from x to x plus h. Okay, now let me show you examples so that you can see why that's true. All right, so now I haven't done anything. I'm not going to trick you. I'm going to show you simple examples. Give me any function. Let's say f of x is equal to blah. Let's say 4x4 minus 3x squared. Let's say plus 1, okay? Something like that. Let's just add in an x for the heck of it. Okay. Now, so we have this function, okay? I'm going to just move it along like this. Now, let's take the derivative. So we'll say f dash of x is equal to derivative of this function. Okay. Like that. So now, if we want to find, let's say, the area from minus 0.4 to 0, okay? I'm specifically choosing this because it's on one side of the x coordinate. We can do it by taking the integral, right? So if we say integral of function f prime of x from minus 0.4 to 0. Okay? So it gives us that. Now what I'm telling you is that this is the same as taking the average value, okay, which, by the way, the average value will be given by, let's just do this here, go up here, it will be given by f of 0 minus f of minus 0.4, and we know the difference is going to be 0.4, right? So that's the that's the average value, isn't it? And if we multiply that by 0.4, we get the same area, don't we? Do you see that? So it doesn't matter what function you take. What I've shown you here applies, okay? That means once you find this value here and you multiply it by the interval width, you have this. They didn't see it. The monkeys that came before me, Newton, Leibniz, Cauchy, Weierstrass, all those baboons, including your lecturer today, didn't see that. Okay, so they gave you highfalutin crap like part 1, part 2 of the fundamental theorem, definite definite integral theorem, or integral. There are so many of them, the average value theorem, etc. All garbage. It all comes down to the mean value theorem. Those are all just forms of the mean value theorem. And I prove it in an article that I will place in the detail section. So when Gemini does something like this, okay, spits out this absolute garbage, it's because of those idiots in the mainstream who've libeled me, misrepresented me, called me a crank, and guess what? Your children will never understand calculus because they cannot understand it unless they come through me. I am the only one to understand calculus to this profound depth. No one before me was able to. So what I'm telling you is, don't believe what you read about me on the internet. Don't believe what chatbots spit out at you. Investigate what I say because that's what matters, not what those baboons in the mainstream say. If you're not already a subscriber, please become a subscriber, click like, and follow me on academia.edu. I'm John Gabriel. This is New Calculus Channel. Till next time,